Hi everyone, whoever has joined or is joining. I have been doing this series to go through the SQL interview questions, and during this series, I'll just try to solve a few difficulty levels of the questions, and I'll be try to uh, stream for 1 hour or like two accordingly based on the time, and this will be a daily series. So follow if you really want to solve these questions and if you feel like this is something you really want to do. So this platform is where I have found very good analytical questions, and these are the real world questions where uh, which are exactly how is being asked in the interviews and how it's being uh, like what sort of questions the analytical role is requiring. So if you are someone who really wants to land into a analytical job or more like a data science role, this is a very good platform. And what I did is just went into coding section and then selected for analytical questions. So for SQL basically. And over here, like we have different categories. If you want to just if you are looking for some specific company, and like if you are looking for a specific industry, let's say someone is currently working in healthcare and they also want to pursue their career in healthcare, so they can just go ahead and select accordingly industries, and then there is a difficulty level, the usual lit code platform. But this platform is really good, so I've been like trying to solve the questions here for last 2 to 3 days, and it's really a very good platform. So what I'll be doing is I'll just start with easy level first to maintain the continuity with the series. And if you are someone who feels like I am at an intermediate level or more like advanced level, then feel free to just start with the medium level of difficulty. And then what I'll be doing is posting the question in the chat box, and then you can select the same question, try to solve the same question, and like just try to see like if you can really solve this question. And the best thing is they really have a timer here, and then this timer is very helpful to assess like how fast you just solve a logic and all such things. Also this series is all something where I'll be using a lot of ChatGPT or like similar platform and like a lot of internet to look for the logics, because while I was trying it to do it, I have realized that somewhere it's more about optimization of code in SQL, and like it's in every coding platform. But I felt like while I'm trying something already, I should give it a shot to find a more efficient way of writing a code. So while I was doing ChatGPT, I was like trying to search in ChatGPT for logics. I found out multiple ways of solving the same thing in SQL, considering the large data set and considering uh, a lot of things while fetching the data, so that we can save a lot of time using specific operators in the SQL. Uh, yeah, so that's why I am going with ChatGPT or some similar platform like chatbots to get the solutions. Also, if you have a premium access, you can just check your solutions as well. I don't have a premium access, and then and the questions are also locked. But definitely, that's where also you can really check ChatGPT, because it will really uh, end to end match the your solution. So starting with some energy, and then this will be a series until I really feel very confident with the SQL. Also, um, the title you can see. Okay, I'll be pasting this in the chat window. What is the question currently I'm solving? And feel free to drop the comments also. Like feel free to drop the chat if you are there, and if you want to show every day, you can just feel free. Okay, let's start the question then. Okay, so going to the question, I've been asked to get a list of all the sign-ups I need in April or May. Since an ID can be used for multiple transactions, only output the unique. So one requirement is to get the unique ID, and second requirement is we have transaction start dates. So when we go to the table, we have sign up ID, transaction start date, and we just want either in April or May. So for this, what we can do is first we can check what category of the what type of the data we have for transaction start date, which is a date type. We can either get the month number, which is like 04 and 05 for April and May, uh, or we can just try to write it in a, I guess month function is something where we can directly compare. So I'll just start the question first. And first I'll just try to print these since a sign up ID can be list of all. So like to get the list of all sign up IDs is something we are looking for. I'll try to add all the requirements at one place, then start with it. And I can start the timer as well. And your report should contain a list of non-duplicates, like list of a non-duplicate IDs. And another thing, start date should be either transaction date should be either April and May, which is like other first requirement. And when you like when you will go to the ChatGPT, it also remembers all the questions and the requirements, so it's also very helpful. And I just want to print the month. So from the, I'll just extract the month from transaction date, start date, and probably it should be in. So for that, I also need to check how month extracts. First, I'll just try the query and see if it really is extracting. To run this shortcut is Alt Enter. Okay, no function. Type cost. Okay, but we can extract this. We first check the transaction date. Let me just print the transaction date. Okay, and I remember we can extract month, year we can extract, so then why not month? No function matches the, I remember we can get the year, and this is in a date format, so yeah, this is in a date format. We can extract the year. We can use substring, and then I wanted to really use the date. Okay, one more thing. It's a waste of effort. Yeah, you have to select your um, own server, own platform if you want to do in Python, SQL, PostgreSQL. Okay, since I'm able to extract the month, now I'll put it in the where condition, and we want the distinct. Do one more thing quickly. It's in Postgre. So by default, it's in Postgre. You can select, and we want to see month in. So somewhere I have it like in operator, how it is different than how or operator and oh sorry, this like operator, all this attribute to the the time the optimization of code. Okay, oops, I didn't copy the whole thing. Already 5 minutes. Okay, what's how many comes only when sign up IDs we need. Okay, these are all the distinct sign up IDs. Now let's see the conditions are met or not. So first is we need to check the sign up IDs is the transaction start date. So we have like transaction start date either in April or May. So we are checking if month is in either in April or in May. Then second is to get a list of all the sign up IDs to get a unique list. Okay, not the unique, a list of non-duplicated sign up IDs. Yeah. So in short, one single request where we are looking for the unique sign up IDs. Now the same thing, what I'll do, uh, I just directly take a screenshot and pass this whole screenshot into ChatGPT and like just ask to validate the code. And it just give a long lengthy explanation, but it is really helpful. Mostly correct. So like there is something which I definitely had missed. Let's see. Okay, in. So rather than in, oh yeah, right. Uh, I did the same mistake. So it's very important to use the between operator because it works better. Yeah, performance friendly version. So in the real world, rather than using the operators to prevent index usage, between is the best. So I'll just keep in mind and use between for next time. So that this is how like one small example. We I can't check the solution because it's a premium feature. Just go to the next question. So I have sorted already in the easy. I'll just go with the easy. I don't want to lose my confidence at all. Like if I was someone who really want to go in like first shot um with the more difficult level of questions, definitely feel free. Go hit and trail. If you feel stuck, just change it. I have changed the question number and then let's see. Okay, it's overwriting into word. I'll just quickly word wrap it. Somewhere. And suppose like this. Okay. So the question is like we need to review or find all searches for San Francisco and with a flexible cancellation policy and a review score rating. Okay, so this question, there must be a tag where it's been asked, like which company has asked. So probably it's a Airbnb question, but usually they tag which company has asked this question. Probably, yeah. Okay, so company name is like Airbnb. They had this question. Else, okay, seems like this is also locked. So again, we will check in the ChatGPT. Moving to the question, find all searches for Francisco with a flexible cancellation policy. So cancel. Okay, in the table we have cancellation policy and a review score rating. Okay, and a review score rating. And they must have a review score rating. What is review score rating? Okay, they have a review score rating. So the results by review score in the descending order. Okay, so I'll just quickly note down all the requirements and start my timer. Uh, Basically, I should have start the timer before even reading the question. Maybe next question I'll do it. So city should be San Francisco and with a flexible cancellation policy. Okay, and with a flexible cancellation policy. Second thing, a review rating score should have a review rating score. And saw the results by the review scores in descending order. Okay, sorting. Or we just like order by review score in descending order. Okay. So let's check all the columns. This should be a city. Okay, we have city. You want to see the city. Better to check a distinct city and we can get to know. City and with the cancellation, the flexible also. Okay, let's check the distinct city. DC, Boston. So limited cities, which is San Francisco is SF. So I can just directly use where addition. Okay, and so now I don't want to see the and let me check the review rating. So review rating. Out was this a review scores rating, and let's see for San Francisco review rating. Okay, so yeah. have, I guess this is a null here. I'll just try to order it, order by, and then use a star. For now, it will be ascending order. Okay, and just close this. We have a lot of columns here. Let's check the review rating scores. Okay, this one doesn't have, so it should have review rating score, which means it shouldn't be null. So our and review scores rating should be null, not equal to blank, and is not, and not, because we don't know exactly like whether it will be a blank space or a null. So let's try it out and then see. This time work here. So tap on menu. Okay, again. Okay, it's a double precision manual input. Okay, so which means like if it's a numerical, it should be with compared against the string. We can keep it that way. Let's check the count of records first. What is read function? Count of unique should be amenities or comment weight. The ID looks like is it a primary key already? No explanation on that. Yeah, okay, fine. Do we have to do aggregate every time? Okay, another condition is to make it in a descending order. Like we don't need to ID then. I'll leave this condition for now. Okay, and okay, so there should be 6 accounts which are not null, and R for San Francisco. And what we want to really see, find all searches. So we want to find all searches, which mean all the records here. Pass it. Group by what Definitely it doesn't. Also not getting the execution order. The order by comes the last. Then why it's asking me to select aggregation function? Oh, I'm still adding to the file. Okay, so these are the records. Now I'll just again do the same thing. It took 8 minutes. Okay, never mind. Go and check the solution. So now this time we'll get new thing. So one was between, we need to keep in mind. One thing is between. I could have wrote a better way. Clean precisely. Order by missing flexible. What was that? Flexible cancellation policy. There should be one more. This one, cancellation policies. Now again, I need to check this. Okay, what's the error now? Select distinct order by expression must appear in select list, isn't it? Since when? Okay, so there is flexible, strict, and yeah, the strict has like two types of reviews, but it have 9 factors. So cancellation should be flexible, and select the column name. Fix too many conditions. Okay, now let's see if this is the end case. Find all searches for San Francisco covered. San Francisco flexible cancellation policy. Yeah, it's a flexible cancellation policy and a review score rating, and should have a review score rating which is like not null. So three conditions are already satisfied, which is like San Francisco city should be there, and then there should be a flexible cancellation policy, and another thing is like score rating should be there. Okay, so how do I run it? I'm still using the distinct. I need to bring in all the records. Okay, and it's a single. Okay, there should be only one with the exact. Now let's go to the chat GPT. What it says? Okay, city, then review is not a line. Okay, we are missing the flexible. So filters San Francisco. This is the structure I was trying to follow. Sorts by descending order and ensure review rating exists. Okay, so the three conditions are this, and then fourth is order by. Yeah, it's like similar to the solution we have provided. It's just a simple select filtration. I can like again pass my answer to the GPT. Okay, moving to the next question. Shipped by Speedy Express. Okay, there should be some another e-commerce company. See, Speedy Commerce, Shopify. So it's like it's a question from Shopify. How many orders was shipped by Speedy Express in total? So there should be a Speedy Express which is until shipping all these orders for Shopify. So we can use that. Just checking if there is someone. Now moving to the next question. Okay, I'll just copy it in the chat. So ship by PD, where we have to just check the total number of orders being shipped by a Speedy Express um, company probably. So ship by PD, where we have to just check the total number of orders being shipped by a Speedy Express um, company probably. So ship by PD, where we have to just check the total number of orders being shipped by a Speedy Express um, company probably. So ship by PD, where we have to just check the total number of orders being shipped by a Speedy Express um, company probably. So ship by PD, where Express um, company probably. So ship by PD, where Express um, company probably. So ship by PD, where Express um, company probably. Seems like some lag with my
So
feet here.
Shopify is really where.
Sorry for that. Okay, now I'll just go to the. Seems like some lag with my
So
feet here.
Shopify is really where.
Sorry for that. Okay, now I'll just go to the. Seems like some lag with my
So
feet here.
Shopify is really where.
Sorry for that. Okay, now I'll just go to the. Seems like some lag with my
So
feet here.
Shopify is really where.
Sorry for that. Okay, now I'll just go to the. Seems like some lag with my
So
feet here.
Shopify is really where.
Sorry for that.
Okay,
Okay,
I'll just quickly check
now
the.
I'll just go to the. Seems like some lag with my
So
feet here.
Shopify is really where.
Just hope it's not blurry now. Okay, uh, in this table. Okay, and so I'll just continue back something and shop. Okay, we have another Shopify. Okay, they have a name. So two tables are there. Okay, they should be Speedy Express. So ID is like 484. I can just simply use a join condition. Join table and I'll just name it order and then this as a carrier. So say yeah. So we have IDs and then we have carriers ID. So just join based on the carrier ID from Shopify orders. Then we have just try. Again, I've been using it in Postgre. Just MySQL. Paste everything here and then run it. So this is a straightforward. We just need to check all whether it's a speedy express. So like I'll just put in a where clause if it's a speedy express. Okay, the error, I got an error. MySQL version 2 is a left join. Okay, left join the table name and condition is on. Okay, let me see section. And left join is also correct. One thing I'm missing. Should okay, don't care about that. Right. Left join. Yeah, that's correct. Alias could be an issue, but I don't think so. Alias is an could be the ORD. I'll just give it a name as ORD rather than order. Okay, so I have used the left join to get all the names of the carriers. So simply like using the name, I'll put the where clause. Before that, I'll just check if there is any other column as name. Okay. So how many records we have? How many orders were shipped by in total? Okay. So we need to check the count of orders. It's saying 7. I just hope there is one more that it's not looking for the distinct uh, records, but I didn't saw anything. Uh, let's look in the chat. Let's verify like our solution. I'll give a bit of more prompt. Solution. See. Next up. Okay, let's see. Select count. Okay, what it says. Almost right again, but there's a subtle correctness. Let's see. Correct table used, correctly joined, correct filter, and then correct count. Then what's the issues improvement is left join is unnecessary and misleading because the filter See it, we already had this. Let's see, let's preview the table. Room type, I think there's another question. Name, that does it design. Are we supposed to use the ID? Okay, let's see. Optimizer likely convert, but best practice to explicit. Okay, it's like a inner join anyway. Okay, name. Okay, ambiguity could be solved. What's the issues? Issues and improvements. Okay, left join is unnecessary and misleading. Okay, because you filter on class. The left join behaves like an explicit. Ultra optimized alternative. Oh, this. Okay, could be like make sense. We don't need the joins directly. We could have used the subquery, and subquery is always a good to go. Makes sense. Okay, final verdict. Original query works, but not optimal. So this is like not a optimal solution, which I definitely agree. So like we did three questions, and out of these three questions, okay, first one like we have to use the between rather than using in operator, which is like not a best practice. Okay, math comparison should be numeric. Okay, and this is better. And then another one is so like we have to use a date range, so like cleaner and faster version. So I remember like something like in checks like everything again and again when it's like index, whereas like this range function, range works best for date category, date type of data. Okay, so let's go to the next question. I'm just having a quick glance, like if I missed something. Let's see, the second question it was fine. I just missed one condition, and then third one it just tells that the best way is to go for like smaller things is just go with the subqueries. Okay, now just close both of it. So speedy one we have done. Now like unique employer logins. Update the question title. You have been tasked with finding the worker IDs of individual who logged in between 13th to 19th, inclusive of December 2021. Okay, so if your output provide the unique worker ID for the data request in your, okay, let's preview first. We have a timestamp, worker IDs, and then some of the address information, and then device type. Okay, so we have to find the, you have been tasked to finding the worker IDs of individual who logged between 13 to 19th. Of a tricky one, let's see, in between, and how you gonna get the max range inclusive of December 2021. Okay, if you input unique worker ID for the dates requested. Okay, so we need unique worker IDs. Just listing IDs, and the condition should be with a login timestamp greater than or equal to, so we need to cast it as inclusive of December 2021. It's a time based, I'll just use the 00 hours. Let me try with that first. If we have something in between that, it will be captured. And so we need to check something between 13th till 19th. Inclusive, I think it's also counting the time, and then less than and equal to 19th. So it should have logged in. Okay, I think it's gonna like that, and then so it should be 20th because we want to include 19th. Or like it should be equal to, just use less than 20 so that it calculate, it includes the 19th. Okay, 1 3 4 and 5. You have been tasked with finding the worker IDs of individual who logged in. Okay, if your output provides the unique worker ID. Can we check the solution? Okay, again premium feature. So I feel like inclusive of December 2021, uh, to the 19th inclusive. Okay, so which means like lesser than 20th, definitely. This is the solution. I'm gonna pass it to the GPT. Wish me luck. Because it have like another way of giving me a new more. Let's see. Let's write. Give ultra, ultra, ultra max. Well, Solution. If not this. Not solution, alternate solution. Okay, it will still give me date. Ultra Pro, Ultra Pro Max optimized alternatives is group by. Crazy. Group by wasn't sometimes powered by optimizers. Okay, but like if you are grouping it based on the, oh, like there could be chances of duplicates. Then how it will work if it's a group by. Okay, whatever, like duplicates will be there, it will remove, is it? Some results as distinct. Ah, right, this is like a few of those cases where we can, how we can get the distinct records. Like we can use group by, we can use union all basically, and then like that. Okay. Then there is this exist. I am not very comfortable with the exist, but yeah, I'll just try to use it more. So between for date ranges, then exist is something. I probably should add another window where like whatever I learned should, I should post it there, like whatever new thing being added. Okay, so I think I should add that section. Makes a lot of sense. And let's go back again. So time range stop scanning once one validate login is found. Okay, if like that exists in one, logins equal to exists best when table is large and duplicated heavily. Yeah. So another thing is exists to be used, then index maximizing version, explicit cast safely. Timestamp, like basically we are just mentioning uh, specifically point cut that avoid implicit typecasting. Okay, best for Postgre. What not to use is date, just kind of I did. Let me see my solution. Okay, I didn't converted it into date because it skips like some specific login, something like that. Common traps. Okay, let's find out why it's a trap. Definitely, it's because like it doesn't include the specific timeline. Okay, taking too much time. Okay, so let's see why it's a trap. This is one separates it. Intermediate from senior. Okay. Why? Why date is a trap? Okay. And index not used. Hmm. Again, the operator thing. So as much as we can avoid unnecessary joins, we can explicitly use the date timestamp rather than using a date operator. Then again, same thing we did for the in, unnecessarily used in operator. And okay, so like two, three things we learned. What else? Why between is a trap with timestamp. Example, and date is not inclusive. So that's how like when we say 19, it means like everything before 12 is a miss. Yeah. Okay. So looks like my video got stuck. So next question. So yeah, like this is kind of correct. What all changes were required? Like we can use exist to avoid the duplicates, and there was another good suggestion that was group by. Yeah, this is like ultra pro max optimized alternatives that we can use to avoid the duplicates. Okay, let's go to the next question. So these are not gonna be saved, and then how I am gonna sort it. Let me see if I just refresh it. Will it sort in the same manner or not? Say I don't want any difficulty level and remove the difficulty. Looks like tempted. Is there a way? Okay, it won't show because this is a premium feature again. Solved, unsolved. I don't think so. It works. Oh, better if I try to bookmark them so that yeah, this is what I have covered and probably how many easy level questions are there? There is pretty many. I just wanted to try some medium level difficulty as well. And then later, yeah, I guess choose this. So submission types is not something I have done already. Yeah, it's not something I have done. So still like we have pretty good number of questions in that case. I'll just sort it in terms of like company name. S- Um, I don't get confused in this how it's sorting. Oh, it will sort like this. One way. It's not sorting in a Okay, so meta definitely is like M and S are not being I'm not sure. I just want to remember the sequence. I don't fall. I don't forget. If I use the ID number, okay. I think ID number is the perfect one. Yeah. Go to the fourth row and see. Okay. I guess then ID number is the go to for easy level for now. And then pretty much what I'll do if I wanted to do it in difficulty level of medium, I'll just again sort it based on the ID numbers. Okay, so I think submission type is not something I have covered because this is for MetLife and I didn't cover anything for MetLife. Credit acceptation and then credit comma. Okay, it's just like more of a finance, we can say. Yeah, so like they also giving the tags for like whether it's for data engineer, data scientist, like everything. This is really great. Okay, I write a query that returns a user ID all users that have created that have created at least one refinance submission and at least one in school submission. So I'll just check what's the table status and then type is refinance. So I just need to check the refinance one. I thought these questions will be solved very quickly. It's taking too much time. Okay, at least one refinance being exposed submission and at least one in live submission. So what we can do is I guess we can group by first. I'll just try to group by it. Select star from loans and then group by type. Okay, I need to type here. Then count of user IDs. Okay, so refinance and in school, like we have such cases. Now I want the cases where user ID um, had like at least one refinance and submission at least one refinance and at least one in school submission. So I guess now I'm gonna use the exist. So I'll just take a bit of help from user ID and it exist. Exist, exist, exist. then need to use the condition. It's like I'll just remove the group by from loans where this should be ln and where ln and this should be, let's say, wl and wl dot ln. So I'll just match based on the user ID. And the conditions we have is like type equal to refinance and type equal to, so we just need, like, if it's mentioned for once in school, I guess there should be one record at least. User ID exists, correct. ln dot user ID is syntax error. Did I put the wrong spelling? Exist. Where exists? Okay, so that's how we're gonna use the exist. So at least one refinance submission and at least one in school submission. Any such cases we have? No. Let's see, in school have like 108, then 102. Let's see if 108 have anything else. 08 have like refinance and school, so both are correct, which means we did something. So one is ID. I need to use the two. Oh, so they have like unique ID. Use the two. No. Is it user ID, right? Something wrong I'm doing, so I'll again check the code. Work ID, right? We need to match the work ID. It follows the same thing. A user ID. We need to use the ID. Okay, it's wrong I'm doing. If I have to do it another way, like, which is also the same thing. Let's check. Yeah, I'm doing something wrong. Like what it is that it's not grouping it. So what I can say is select one from loans WL, and basically I'm not storing the LEITs for these categories. Like if this LEID falls under a specific category, something like that. So I have to group it, and like then inside that group having group by group by user IDs. Okay, having type. Does this work? Having like for two conditions. Group by user ID I need to pass. Uh, ln dot type must appear in group by. I'll just remove the ln ID and then type. Just try with the one. And then like same user ID should have like what if like I just group by from the exist condition. Group by exist. Okay, and we need to create two categories of it. Test fields, and then they get the union or the common of it. Probably. Am I doing right or wrong? It will give duplicates. It will still give the duplicates. More duplicates basically. Okay, I'll give it a shot again. Write a query that returns the user ID of all users that have created at least one refinance submission and at least one in school submission. So there should be one ID that is 108 which have like both. So technically we are looking for something which is more of an inner join, but then instead of an inner join we can write a subquery. Yeah, subquery, like why do it even exist? Does it make sense to get the user ID from that user ID also have type as in schools? Okay, let's go to the GPT and check there. Check the solution. Current query problematic. Yeah, I know what's wrong here. Impossible condition on the same row. Yeah, right. It's wrong. And inside X. Pro optimized solution. Okay, using the group by and having. But what I was doing is having like both of it rather than getting the distinct, rather than counting basically the distinct single table scan extremely readable. uh, Best overall is group by having, but I felt exist is also correct to check on the user, right? Probably I'll just go with the exist solution. And exist, select one from loans we have. L, L, double L, SQL. Type is in school. Then now try to search for the user IDs 108 and 108. So I just need the distinct one. 108. I think this is the exist method. Okay, I got it like for two IDs, and then now I also want to give a try to the group by, because I was like initially trying to use the group by. Why something? Then select from loans, and so I was doing where condition wrong, so rather should be using it inside the, and in schooling, so in school, and this is the pair condition. Now I need to use the group by our user IDs. No, not yeah, I guess user IDs. Why? So if you group by the IDs, we get like two. These, then they should have like a count of distinct types greater than and equal to. Okay, this is one way. Then this is the another way. Okay, so for now, like I've solved approximately. I guess I forgot to update the title of this one. The question was submission types. Okay, so I think that's all for the today's video, and probably like I'll try to solve more questions because like I learned a lot of things today, how to use the between, and then like the date range, then exist like using this for smaller, um I'll say like for easier questions it's like good, pretty good. And then group by having, that is also very good. Another apart from that, what else? I'm just trying to summarize without even looking back to the window. And yeah, like how to avoid like in operator technically, and but like where to use it if it's not required. Yeah, so we did like approximately 5 to 6 questions, which is pretty decent progress for day one. I'll just slowly try to cover more and like try to increase the speed. Okay, guys, then I'll meet you in the next video. Bye bye.